to another edition of Northern Heat, and this week our special guest, JP Leblanc. JP, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me here.
This is, we talked last July, I think, or somewhere around there. It was last summer, but congratulations are in order. So you've been nominated for the East Coast Music Awards for this year.
Yeah, thank you. I got the news 2 days ago that the album was nominated for Best Blues Album of the Year, the East Coast Music Awards. And I'm really excited to be going to Fredericton, especially the last time I've been to the ECMAs was in 2007. So I'm overdue.
You're overdue. But the East Coast Music Awards are pretty amazing because they bring in all the musicians from all of Atlantic Canada. The venues are split up between different places. And for anybody that's never been, it's a worthwhile show to go to because there's every genre of music, right?
Yeah, it's 4 days of showcases, music in the bars. There's music everywhere, really. And there's a lot of delegates from basically around the world that are looking to either book shows for their festivals or music venues. So there's a lot of networking going on there for musicians and for people in the industry. So
and there's clinics and other things, I think, or is there?
It used to be, yeah. It used to be they had even like musical instruments would had sales rep that would be there and try out, different guitar strings or cymbals, and like a lot of people in the industry, the music industry, would show up there. That it used to be the case, but I'm really excited to see. What's the new
how it evolves.
How it evolves, and especially, with the regulations, but hopefully, things will be a lot looser in May.
Well, the other thing too, it's in Fredericton.
Yeah.
So, hop, skip, and a jump for us to get down there. I've had my ticket for months, so I'll definitely be at your shows when you're there. So what has happened? A lot has happened for you in the last little while. Last summer we talked, and this was prior to you launching your album. So the album's been launched. And you've been doing shows even with all this crazy rules about COVID. You've been able to move around, and you're planning on doing your recording again, I think.
Yeah, I'm leaving at the end of the month for 10 days. Going to Montreal to do some recording. Got a show lined up that we'll be recording as well to hopefully build a new type of show. So that's all in the works. But yeah, the last time we talked, I was doing a lot of Facebook Lives and this summer I was pretty busy with the festivals. I was lucky to have, things open up during that period. But then I launched my album in September, assuming things were going to be in the clear. And then we had the second wave, so I had to cancel a lot of shows. But that's okay. Things are looking up for the canceled shows that are being rebooked. So I released the album, got the nominations for East Coast Music Awards, got some really good reviews from magazines in the blues industry. I'm thinking about the Maple Blues magazine, which is in Toronto, and had a really good review there. And it's funny now with, when I used to do it like 15 years ago professionally, well, Facebook didn't exist, YouTube didn't exist, social media wasn't there. You had to you could sell physical CDs at your shows, but now it's like, okay, you can't sell CDs anymore. So you can, but it's very hard to do so. But the other side is that you can reach, a wider audience now. So I had, reviews and people reaching out from Europe, a lot of people from France. I had one journalist in Holland that did a Dutch review. It was a Dutch magazine over there in the blues industry, and they did a review from the album. They picked it up on YouTube.
It's amazing.
So yeah.
Yeah. So you're still doing Facebook Live? You're still doing the shows on a weekly basis, or I don't know? You were doing it weekly back.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. I stopped because I did a launch during the finale, so we want to do like end of the season. But I enjoyed it so much that I'm thinking of doing another season. Nothing confirmed yet, but I want to bring the production up on another level. Because we just did it with an iPhone and, one little speaker. You start out like that.
Yeah, we were talking about that a minute ago, right? Yeah. So, again, what you're doing is that, you're a professional musician, but now you got to become your own media company.
Yeah.
You're looking around this little podcast room and looking at the lights and stuff, and you need to look at that. You need to look at a camera. There's a lot more involved than just getting up, picking up your guitar, and having a blast.
And I wasn't planning on it. When I decided to go all in the music career, I thought, let's get a good sound, good album, and make sure my chops, as far as, a musician's, were at the level that I could consider myself to be professional again, right? So I practiced hard, but I didn't think that, I had to learn how to do video editing and, sound recording and social media presence and, doing Facebook ads and stuff like that. So I had to educate myself on all those different, things to learn in the industry, but it's this is the way it is now. Which is
well, it's, and again, we've done a few shows lately and talking about the work we've done with Gary Maxwell about setting ourselves up with Northern Heat and what that's all about. It's about Thermalwood Canada and getting involved in delivering and becoming a media company and getting out there. And so you're telling a story. And people fall in love with your story, And we talked about this just a little bit a while ago about where do you see yourself, and the fact that you're bilingual and that you're able to sing French and English song. You don't have to categorize yourself in one single one. You're bilingual. That's a category of its own. There's not too many bilingual blues players out there.
Exactly. And I used to fret a lot about that, or even question, okay, do I go French because let's say there's more opportunities to tour in Quebec or different, stuff like that. And but then, like right now, I'm thinking, or not I'm thinking, it's just I am bilingual. I'm proud of it. Yes, I'm an Acadian and I'm proud of the heritage, but I do have a lot to offer as far as, writing in English. Writing in English is a lot more natural to me, especially with the type of music that I play, blues. So I find that's easier than just my thought process to write. But I don't want to be limited to any particular language. So, if I, like the next single I'm doing, like I'm going to Montreal, Trois-Rivières actually, but we're going to do a bilingual version. So one French and one English. And when I was asked to do that, I kind of had like reservations because I hear a lot of like, songs that are done French and English. And I was like, okay, well, is it a French song or an English song, right? But then I stopped and say, no, I mean, I am bilingual. I can sing in both languages, and it won't feel unnatural of me to do that. So I'm really looking forward to that project.
Well, that's great, and I'm glad that you're being recognized in the province. As I mentioned in our show a long time, I've seen you grow up in the music scene because your dad and I are friends, and we were involved in a band together, and you were always hanging around, and I remember when he handed you a guitar. So since then I've seen you grow all the way through. So it's a pleasure to see you getting rewarded and recognized as a musician as you are. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And I wish you the best on your new single that you're doing, on your tours and everything else that you're going, and on becoming your own media company, because it is what it is, right? We're in a different world.
It's a family affair now too. I got my wife doing the video. Even my daughter's helping out. When we did those shows on Facebook Live, I had my wife filming and typing, and then we had a little board that Ev, my daughter, would write, let's say if somebody had a question, saying what type of guitar are you using, your type of strings, or your tuning, she would write it. So I could, because it was really hard to see me on the little screen, or like the questions or who was there. So she would go and write and help us out. And it was really a fun experience to have the whole family being a part of it.
And how old is she now?
She's 10.
She's 10. I've seen her up on stage singing with you at a lot younger age than 10. Yeah. So you're getting her involved in the biz already.
On the business, future roadie in the process. I don't know now.
There we go.
But the whole family's pitching in.
Yeah, well, that's great. That's great, and congratulations again on the nomination, and all the work that you're doing.
Thanks. Yeah.
So let's cut this interview right here and go out in the back and give you a tour of the shop. And I'll show you some guitar necks that are being torrified out there.
Can't wait to see it, Bob.
All right, let's go check it out.
Let's do it.
Tell her straight, 'cause she's got more moves than picture on a big wall. I'm gonna tell everybody that I did it all. Put my picture on a giant wall. But with a ticket smile, she's getting a free ride. You've been run my mind all day. I'm gonna take my money, gonna spend it wisely, gonna take my baby down to New York City. I'm gonna New York, down to New York City. But with a ticket smile, she's getting a free ride. You've been run my mind all day. I'm gonna take my money, gonna spend it wisely, gonna take my baby down to New York City. I'm gonna New York, down to New York City. But with a ticket smile, she's getting a free ride. You've been running my mind all day. But with a ticket smile, she's getting a free ride. You've been running my mind all day. But with a ticket smile, she's getting a free ride. Well, she's been running on my mind all day.
There we are. Another edition of Northern Heat for this week, the place you come to listen to the stories that haven't been discovered yet.